Yes, good people, good morning, good evening. How are we doing? Wherever you are watching from this video, this is your emotional healing coach, your girl, Nalunga Malewanga, who desires to see you heal, to see you pursue your journey of healing, to see you start on that journey, to see you, recognize that, hey, this that happened in my life, this experience, this traumatic event, this rejection, this abuse of any nature, sexual abuse, this and domestic violence, this, unforgiveness, whatever it is that you are battling inside of you. I care about it, and it's my desire to remind you every time that, you know what, let's get some time and we talk about it, because you can't heal from what you're not confronting. You can't heal from what you are not able to face. Many times, at least the best way to start on a healing journey is for you to encourage yourself, to face those fears. And today, I want us to talk about something so beautiful. I want us to talk about that feeling of worthlessness, that feeling of I'm not good enough, that feeling of I don't measure up, that feeling of I'm not important. You know, uh, have you ever felt that kind of feeling? And you feel like you're not important to this world. You're not important to your family. You're not important at your workplace. You're not important in your church, in your mosque. You're not important. Why? Why do you get such a feeling? Why do you get such a feeling? Are there circumstances? Have you thought about circumstances that could be forcing you to feel like that? Because such a feeling cripples you. You can't grow with such a feeling, because your actions are going to realign to exactly how you feel. If you feel like you're not important to this world, if you feel like you're not important to people around you, you're not important at your workplace. Hey, you, even the way you're going to show up at work, the energies you're going to put up, the attitude that you're going to put up, it's that same thing. I am not important, so please don't bother me. I am not important. If you are married and you have that feeling you are not good enough, you're not important, that's exactly how you're going to relate with that spouse. And that's exactly how you're going to relate with your children if you feel you're not an important mother, an important father. So it's such a deadly feeling, actually. I don't want to call it a demon, but it's such a deadly feeling, because your actions, the actions, the behaviors, the character, everything that we see outside, it's as a result of how you feel, how you are feeling inside. So if you have such a feeling of like, I'm not good enough, I don't measure up, I don't deserve to be here, I don't fit in, I don't belong, such a feeling will indeed make you, you know, feel crippled, and you don't want to do anything. So what are some of the things that have made you feel like that? What have you thought about some of the things that have made you feel like that? you know some of us probably, our nature, the way we grew up, how the family you belonged to, probably the words they were saying, they made you feel like you won't amount to anything. They made you feel like you don't belong to this family, especially for those who grow with people who are not their biological parents or what. So your nature contributed to that kind of feeling. You grew up being mistreated, tortured, beaten day and night. You grew up in fear, or like every day you are like, what's going on? What's happening? Are they chasing me out of the house today? Are we eating today? Like what it's you are just in that kind of atmosphere. So even growing up, as even at your level where you are right now, I don't know how old you are, but definitely you still have that feeling of like you are there wondering, nah, nobody loves me, people didn't love me, nobody validated you, nobody told you anything good. But the good news is, no matter your nature, no matter how you grow up, you can still choose right now to validate yourself, to believe in yourself. Don't allow that upbringing make you feel like you are less important. Other people are good, other people are beautiful, other people are handsome. No, look inside of yourself and know who you are, and remind yourself that I am beautiful, I'm important to this world. pursue a purpose, pursue a passion, a calling on your life. Such a thing that you do beyond yourself makes you beautiful, because you realize that your life is very important. Me being an emotional healing coach, that makes me more beautiful, because I know someone out there is waiting to listen to my words. Someone out there is waiting for me to meet one on one or in a group, and we talk about unforgiveness, and we talk about sexual abuse. How do we deal with that? And we talk about rejection. How do we deal with that? And someone has been struggling for quite a long time, and we just talk about it, and in few days, months, someone is able to bounce back. The joy for me I get seeing that person bouncing back, that makes me important. Now, if you don't believe that I'm important, me, I believe that I am important. I am important. So each one of us, if you get something that you can do, something that can, that is beyond yourself, pursue that calling on your life. There is something so special on your life that God put inside of you that needs to come out, and that will make you important. Have that feeling in you that you are important as a person. Let nobody make you feel less important. So your nature could be contributing to why you feel you are not important, because for a long time the only words that sounded in your ears, you, look at you, you'll be like your father, he was a drunkard, you're going to be like your father, you'll be like your mother, she ran away, she left you, nothing good will come out of you. So you indeed believed every word, but nobody defines you. Let me remind you, nobody defines you. It's God and you. What does God say about you? The fact that you are still alive, breathing here, you have something special on your life. And what do you say about yourself? Some of us, besides the nature, the relationships that we were part of, those breakups, you feel like you're not good enough, you feel ugly because in that relationship someone assured you that you're ugly, or they were like, you're not good enough. But let me tell you, probably stuff happened in that relationship, and indeed the relationship didn't last. But hey, how sure are you that what if that wasn't your person? But maybe you were not good to that person, but you are good to someone else. Haven't you seen people who have relationships that have ended, and the other person is like, oh my God, that woman is like that and like that. But you meet another person and they are like, Jesus, what have you given me? So beauty lies in the hands of the beholder. If the other one did embrace you, that doesn't mean that other people won't embrace you. Keep evolving. We keep evolving, we keep growing, we keep adding value to ourselves. Yancy Maxwell says that you add value to yourself to add value to others. So keep empowering yourself. Keep growing as a person. Keep challenging yourself to grow, to change. If there were areas in your life that caused the other relationship to end, that's not the end of the world. Maybe you were struggling with temper, anger issues, or I don't know what led to that breakup. But whatever you were struggling with as a person, look back into it and say, yeah, okay, I had this issue of maybe talking a lot, or anger management issues, or fear, or what. Or maybe I was still a child, and like maybe in that relationship you hadn't grown up, Stop beating yourself up and down and you feel like you are the ugliest person, and that's why that relationship ended. It could have ended on a bad note, maybe you dated for so many years and didn't amount into what you expected, but that breakup doesn't define you. It shouldn't define you. Who are you right now? Sit down and assess the kind of person you are, and look and envision the kind of person you want to be. Envision the kind of person you want to be, and start living like that person, and start pursuing that person. So a breakup shouldn't make you feel like you are ugly, you are less important. And some of us, even the way those breakups end, we use bad words, big words, mega words, and we make people feel like indeed they are not good enough. But you know what? If you believe in yourself, just pick lessons from what happened. Pick lessons from what happened. Pick lessons from that breakup. Pick lessons from that rejection, and be like, pick lessons from, if you were fired from work. I think our next point, when I come back, we shall talk about that. Some of us, because you were fired from work or you were rejected, I mean, they didn't take you after that interview, so you feel less important, you feel you're not good enough, so you can't even apply for another job. Like in the relationship, you can't relate again, you can't go and relate again, you are crippled, you are in fear. What if even the other relationship happens like that or ends like that, you know? So you are important. I want to remind you, you are important, you are good enough. Just keep pursuing growth, elevate yourself, empower yourself, surround yourself with people that believe in you, people that can challenge you to grow and add value to yourself, to add value to others. It's me, your emotional healing coach. I love you. You are important.